Hello, my name's Hazel and this is our plant of the week. Here we have Clematis, and these are summer flowering Clematis, and the group 3 Clematis are the ones that flower in sort of more the midsummer. So I have here in front of me a selection of group 3 Clematis and some Raymond Evison Clematis. So Raymond Evison is a Clematis breeder. He is like the David Austin of the Clematis world. Some fantastic introductions in the last 20 or so years. Really, really fantastic. On the back of a label, it will often tell you which group your Clematis is in. The Raymond Evison Clematis will tell you about how you prune them. A group 3 Clematis is the easiest to prune, the easiest to look after. Every winter, in the late winter to early spring, you prune all the stems back to 15 to 30 centimetres. Just chop them off and that's it. And then as they start to go into spring, they would just need tying in to start them off on their supports. So they are really, really easy to look after. You can get all different kinds of colours. You can have stripy kind of ones, lots of whites, blues, pinks, and even some reds. Some of them have double flowers, and they have almost like a real big pom-pom of masses and masses of petals in the middle, and lots of them are open as well. And the open ones, bees love too, so they're great for pollinators in your garden. They like their roots to be quite cool, so having something planted in front of them that will shade the roots from the sun is a really good idea, or some kind of perhaps pebbles or gravel, something like that, that will give those roots a little bit of shade, but they like their heads to be up in the sunshine. Now, the group 3 Clematis are really good for growing in pots, particularly the Raymond Evison Clematis. So they don't grow too big, so they may grow a metre, 1.2 metres perhaps in the season. And all you need to put in the pot then is some really good compost. You need something like a John Innes number 3, and mix that with some multi-purpose compost so they have a really good compost, and add some slow release feed in when you plant them, if you're doing this in a pot. And then you need to put in some support, so either some bamboo canes tied together, or like a little obelisk or pergola, something where they can twine their stems round. So if you're planting them in the ground, again, you'll need to have something that they can be attached to, some kind of trellis, and you may need something like a bamboo cane that will then direct it towards the fence or your trellis, where you will then be able to start tying in wires or trellis or something like that, that you've got a good support system. When you're tying in Clematis to the support to get it started, you do need to be careful of the stems. They do have quite brittle stems, they do snap quite easily. So you need to use a soft twine, not something that's hard or plastic or metal to tie in. So use that and tie the string to the support first with a little knot, and then loosely tie the string around the stem of the Clematis so that it has a little bit of freedom, a little bit of movement. It's not too tight. And then that little knot that was in between the support and the stem will then soften it and stop it from rubbing against the support. That's quite an important thing to do. And then once it gets going, these leaf stems here will find something and curl themselves around. So just need to be careful that you want to try and train your Clematis out around your support. Otherwise, what could happen is that they could literally end up climbing on itself, climbing on each other, and you end up with the whole mass in one. So you want it to kind of be spread out around your supports. So Clematis are fantastic plants to have in your garden because they provide some height. They are fantastic for clothing an ugly fence or a wall, and they just bring the most beautiful colours, and that's why these are our plant of the week.